No! Oh my god. Why is he just walking like this? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. Coach Steve and Atrocitus. Damn, he tried to age.
Just big man walk.
Yo, look, bro, you don't have to. It don't gotta be like this. It don't gotta be like this.
Remember when I said he likes to play with his food a little bit?
It don't gotta be like this. When you get opened up by this mix-up and you look extra whack.
Oh, my man Sajam with the commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse.
To seal it for SoCal.
Thank you for tuning in to Wednesday Night Fights.
Well done.
Beyond the Summit qualifier. Reynald is gonna be there.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Born Free here at Combo Breaker with Reynald. He said, well, Reynald.
That's the correct pronunciation.
Was that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct. I got it. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Not too bad. It's right at the end of the night, a Sunday night, and they're playing grand final. Well, close to grand finals now with Dragon Ball. So, this is probably going to be a shorter interview than I would like because there's a whole bunch of stuff I could talk to you about. You know, including King of Fighters. I do have one question though. Do you still wear the sunglasses?
Only at Evo. That's it.
Why do you wear the sunglasses at Evo?
Because it's very bright on that stage.
Because it's bright on the stage?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like a poker thing?
I mean, it's a little bit both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a little bit both.
Okay. So, we're going to talk about Dragon Ball. Sorry, all of the King of Fighters fans. You know, I apologize. We'll find another time to talk about King of Fighters. But right now I want to talk about Dragon Ball because Summit of Power is coming up. Yes. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity to talk about that game. Let's get a little, just a quick history of fighting games in terms of like where was the first ever fighting game and which one was the first one you took seriously?
Very first fighting game was Street Fighter II when I was like, that was probably back in 92, 93.
Yeah.
Right? And then competitively, I started playing Third Strike, I think 2008. Yeah. That was like around the time I was about to break up with my girlfriend at that time. Okay. So after that, I kind of just engulfed myself in playing a Third Strike. And I went to Evo, almost made it out of my pools, my first Evo, but I didn't make it out. But, you know, it is what it is.
Wow, so you were aware of the FGC? How did you end up going to Evo?
I knew there were tournaments, but I didn't realize how big the FGC was. Right? Like I knew there was locals, but I didn't know there were majors. So not until I watched Justin Wong and Daigo. Yeah. You know that
the famous clip,
yes, that was the turning point for me. Just watching that clip was the turning point for me. So. After that, I just started playing competitively.
I think that story is true for a lot of people, actually. That clip has inspired a lot of people. So when you decided that you wanted to be good, what did you start doing in order to get good?
I just played a lot. So with Third Strike, I went to the arcade like almost every single day because that's what it was back then. It was just arcade, right? Yeah. I mean, I was beating everybody there. I mean, I felt bad. You know, these guys were really good at my arcade, but I just ended up being better than them after a while, you know?
Wait, so do you feel like you were a natural, or you had a good way of learning when you grind, you learn well, like, you know?
So as far as training is concerned, like, I feel like I do learn rather quickly, mainly because of how I'm learning. So my current play style right now is quickly adapting to my opponent, not necessarily playing heavy neutral or heavy defense or heavy offense. Yeah. I mean, I like offense, but getting that hit is a little difficult. So what I have to do is make correct reads every single time whether it's neutral, defense, offense, right? So once I get in on either of those, I make the correct reads. I press on with my opponent and then see if they're going to try to react to my reads, or are they even thinking about what I'm doing, right? So if they're not thinking and they just keep doing the same thing, I might lose. If I don't know the opponent. But if I play the person enough, like, it's kind of tough playing against me because I'm already in your head.
Okay. So you pick up on patterns very quickly then, basically.
Yes.
Ah, that's a brilliant skill to have.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about. Well, actually, what's I think I know what the answer is, but let's just get it out there for people who don't know you. What is your proudest moment in fighting games?
Winning Evo 2013 for KOF 13.
Right.
Yes, that was my proudest moment.
And it was like a crazy run through losers, right? Is that correct?
Yes. I actually dropped a combo to get in the top 8. I kind of celebrated too early. I actually had literally one hit, and I didn't press the button. I pressed the button, but I guess I pressed it too early, and I kind of semi-popped off.
Oh, damn.
And then I came back down, and I was like, oh, no. And then the guy took it back right after that.
Yeah.
I was just blown away because my mind wasn't in the game anymore. I was already done.
That's the original what you standing up for.
Exactly.
But somehow you got it together and you went straight through. Do you have many memories of how you managed to make that happen? Or was it just an in the moment thing? Did you come out of it at the end thinking, wow, what did I just do?
Well, at the end I was more like, well, I won.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think if you ask anybody who's really won, like they're kind of just, I did it, you know.
Did you feel like it was like hard work that got you through it?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
did you feel like you deserved it? Like when you went down, you thought, okay, this is just a setback, but I'm pretty sure I can win this whole thing. Were you always confident?
Definitely. So I trained extensively the 3 months prior to Evo.
Okay.
So my training routine right now, I literally play maybe 2 times a week. This is KOF and Dragon Ball. Throughout my history, because I work and I have a wife.
Yes.
So I have to take care of business
Yeah.
before I do fighting games.
Uh-huh.
All right. So the last 3 months, I told my wife, I was like, look, I want to win this tournament. Give me a little bit more time.
Yeah.
All right, give me a little bit more time and practice, and let me go to these tournaments. And she was okay. Yeah, sure. Right. And then it's kind of going back to Dragon Ball now, where I'm kind of allowed to do that. I'm saying allowed because, that's my wife. You kind of have to ask permission for that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of ramping it up as far as training. So I'm doing more local tournaments every week. And I'm trying to get more casual sessions with the locals like Super Noon, Kizzy K, Cloud, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, a lot of strong players there. All right, so let's talk about your team. Can you tell me which characters are in your team, the order of your team, and why you picked it?
Right, currently?
Yeah.
So currently I have Bardock, 21, and Black. I switch out Black for Yamcha. It just depends on the matchup. I feel like I need to use Yamcha because he's a very weak character. I wish he was a little stronger, and I just take out Black for him. But Black is anchored because he's a beam assist. 21, I have 21 in middle, and then Bardock first. Bardock is very strong in on point, just because he can get across the screen like in an instant, right?
Yeah.
And his normals are fast. 21, I have her second because once she has meter, she does 50% almost instantly.
Okay.
Every touch.
Yeah.
So Black's, again, he's anchored because of his beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that team evolved from. So how much has your team evolved over time since the beginning?
Okay. Originally, when I first picked up the game, I was using all Gokus. Right? So Goku Black, Goku Blue, and Goku Black. Oh wait, did I say Black already?
Yeah.
And regular Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. There you go. There you go. I only picked up that team to better understand the game mechanics because I know they were very basic characters. So once I understood the game mechanics, I switched out the team for a stronger team. So second team I picked was Cell 16 and Black, I believe. Yes, and Black. And then after that, once DLC came out, I dropped Black. I dropped black for Bardock. So it was. Oh no, I dropped Cell for Bardock. So it was. I don't know. You know what? I have too many teams. I don't.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Do you feel like the team that you have currently has any weaknesses? Are you thinking about changes?
After this weekend, yes. So I'm learning that this game is a little bit more make your opponent block and guess 50-50 every single time. My team, Bardock kind of has that off of his level 3, but you want a team where you can do that without a level 3. So better assists, kind of like Sonic Fox's team with Gotenks and Kid Buu. Forcing the 50-50 whether you're corner or mid screen. So
okay.
My team doesn't really have that.
So which characters are you looking at?
Gotenks for sure.
Gotenks?
Yeah, unless the 2 DLCs that are coming out this coming week.
What do you think of those?
I haven't seen Zamasu yet. We've only seen Vegeta. His assist is very weak.
Yeah.
It's terrible actually. I'm hoping his gameplay is better, but I don't know. I'm not too sure about that, but I don't know about Zamasu yet.
Zamasu has a 6-way float.
Yes.
Sorry, 8-way float.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Is
But
that the kind of character that you would gel with?
it doesn't really matter to me as long as I like the character. Like, as long as his tool sets, just besides the 8-way float.
Yeah.
As long as his tool set is what I like, then I'll use him.
Okay.
So if he has a good assist, I'll use him.
Okay, so watch this space basically.
Yes.
Summit of Power. When is Summit of Power? It's quite soon, isn't it?
Yes. 2 weekends from now. 2 weekends.
2 weekends from now. Okay, so you got your work cut out. Let's talk about the game itself. When it was first announced, what was your reaction?
I was happy. I was thrilled.
You're thrilled?
Yes.
Are you a Dragon Ball fan?
Yeah. So I remember middle school. I'd walk to my friend's house because he'd have VHS tapes. I think he lived like maybe 2 miles away from me, and I just walked to his house by myself and just watched Dragon Ball. So yeah, this is yeah.
You were pretty excited.
Yeah, I was excited. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the game, and then we will have some fun talking about Dragon Ball itself. But the game, where it's at right now, what do you like about it, and are there any things that you would like to see changed in the future?
I'm not one for like changing game mechanics because I don't like complaining about that. I'm more of a like I said about my skill set is about adapting, right? They can change the game however they want. Like I'm still gonna play it, right? That's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't really have complaints as far as like. I really don't have any complaints about it.
You enjoy, like, so it's the flip side, the things that you like you thoroughly enjoy the game, like, because you play a lot of KOF. Like, do you enjoy it more than KOF right now?
I do. So this is more of a breath of fresh air for me.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I got 5th today for KOF, right? I'm actually more happy about my 13th place winning. I mean, 13th place placing here for Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Because this is like just a new feeling, like that same feeling you get when you try something new again and you do well, right? I mean, I'm not content about my placing. I'm happy about it. I'm not happy about losing, right? But I'm very satisfied with it.
Yeah, it's the progress, and also,
exactly,
as your team has been evolving and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
So, let's talk about, let me have a, Shenron. That's always a fun one. Shenron. So, I love asking players about this because I've been getting so many varied answers on it. Is Shenron something, have you had a Shenron moment? And if you haven't, do you think about Shenron?
You mean during the game?
Yeah.
Oh, I think about him all the time.
Oh, you do? Yeah. You're one of these guys who thinks about Shenron all the time?
Okay, so in casuals, I was playing the French player, Ayouin?
Alioune, yeah.
Alioune, right? Yeah. I summoned Shenron like 20 times on him.
You what?
I summoned Shenron 20 times on him.
No way.
In casuals. We were both busting up. Because I just kept summoning him.
Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing.
So, I mean, it's funny because I'm kind of known as a troll.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a troll mechanic for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it.
Wow, that's crazy. So you love it. Do you think you're, as it seems like you are very much used to it because you do it in casuals and you're trolling with it. Do you think that's something that you'll bring out in competition?
It depends on the situation. Like if I'm back, like 3 characters. I mean, I make comebacks without Shenron, but I guess it just really depends on the situation, you know. Like if I have to go for it, then I'm gonna go for it, you know.
Yeah.
But if there's no need, then I'm not doing it.
But it's definitely a factor for you. Yes. Like Shenron's not, because some people treat it like kind of a joke, and they're like, no, you know. And other people are like, well, when the 5th ball hits, then I start thinking about it. Yeah. Like, are you very much aware of like how many balls there are and stuff like that? Do you have strategies for like getting the last balls or getting into a situation where you can do a what do they call them? I was gonna say smart combo because that comes from
combo.
No, that's from BB tag. They're calling them smart combos. No, but yeah, an auto combo.
That's funny. Just playing neutral, like how I would normally do it, but trying to get the auto combo while playing neutral. That's it. That's my only strategy for getting the extra balls and summoning. And then not only that, but you have to save meter.
That's true. Yeah.
So if I already used up Spark, I'm not gonna go for it. Okay. But if I have Spark and I'm on my last character, I'm definitely gonna try to go for it.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to somebody using it at a major tournament, at a major moment. All right, let's talk about players. Which players are you most impressed with right now in Dragon Ball? Are there any players that you like to watch you think are interesting?
Goichi right now. I played him casuals. I think he's a very strong player. Sonic Fox too. Both of them.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching their gameplay. And then I haven't played Sonic Fox yet, but Goichi definitely his mindset on the game and what he's looking for. It's all techniques I want to pick up.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
It's just experiencing it myself. You can't really see it when you watch or try to analyze any matches, but when you play him, this guy's making decisions on minute mistakes that you're doing, very minute, and he's capitalizing on those. So that's the type of player I am, but I didn't realize that you could look for those type of situations. I'm glad I played him. Sonic Fox, I like his lockdown offense, his 50-50 mix-ups.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's his thing.
Yeah. So I love both of those. So I like adapting and making somebody's play style my own.
Oh, okay.
So that's the kind of player I am.
Okay. Do you have a favorite player of all time in any video game, and why?
I'm a big fan of myself. Does that count?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of myself.
See, you got to have that confidence, right? You know, as you learnt the game, and we're getting better and better at it, are there things that, you know, people out there who aren't at your level could learn? So, for instance, when you play mid-level players, are there things that they do where you go, you know what, you probably should stop doing that? Something common that you see?
They're not adapting fast enough. I think, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they'll try to analyze a match, and then I think they're looking at the wrong things when they analyze. Also, like it's very difficult because I'm a different type of player compared to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, I analyze different things. Like I try to analyze like very, very minuscule habits that people have that nobody else is looking for, and I capitalize on punishing those.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
These guys are looking for like the bigger. They're looking at what everybody else is looking at, basically, right? Yeah. So you don't want to do that. You kind of just want to think outside the box.
Kind of sounds like a what do you call it? Sleight of hand card trick or something. Where you're spotting what's really going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. But that actually sounds like, from what we've said, it sounds like that's a little bit of a natural talent of yours. Is that, have you felt like that's something that you've worked at, or?
Yes. So I gained that skill from playing KOF. A lot of people in the US aren't very good at KOF, right?
Yeah.
Whether it was 13 or the current version.
Uh-huh.
I had the opportunity of playing one of the best in the US in the older versions of the game. He still had his skills, Mr. KOF. He still has his skills and applied it to the newer versions of KOF. So I was able to get his neutral and his defense, but I had my own offense in the mix, and not only that, but making hard reads. Like this, you have to open them up with hard reads.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
You just gradually develop that skill.
Exactly.
I just want to go back to training a little bit now and get a little bit more detailed, because every time I do one of these videos, every time I ask this question, everybody in the comment section says, I want more detail, I want to understand Reynald's training, like I want to understand it better. So you've said that you've opened up a bit more time for yourself as you prepare for Summit of Power. What kind of things will you be doing? Like, will you be watching videos of other players? Will you be watching videos back of your own play? Will you be just mainly grinding? Like, how do you tend to portion it out?
All three. I do more grinding, but I'll watch videos and then see how certain things work, like why it's working.
Okay.
So definitely after this weekend, it kind of opened up my eyes of like what else I can do.
Okay.
To further my gameplay. Because I've learned that and I see that, I'm going to be going into training mode and practicing it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be applying it during my weeklies and casual sessions.
Okay. And then Summit of Power, you know who you're playing, right? So that means
possibly playing.
Okay, possibly playing. But does that mean, like, to me, it means you're going to be watching match videos of them?
Exactly. And I'm lucky enough that these guys don't have match videos of me in larger events.
Right, because you got into Summit Power pretty early, right? So I guess you could.
And even here, they don't really stream any of my matches, so I'm happy about that.
Nice. So you chilled for a bit.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
That's awesome. All right, so let's talk about the franchise, because I always think that's fun. You love the anime, right? So let me ask you this question: out of the whole Dragon Ball universe, like, if you were going to have a team of 3 characters that were based on the anime, which team would you have? And they don't have to be in the game.
Okay. Pecan.
Pecan
is the green dude.
Yeah, the green dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody else said that.
Yes. He's 100% in there. Gogeta, because he's not canon.
He's not canon.
I mean, they're both not canon. Sorry, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Sorry. Let me make that up. All right. So Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and I don't know who would be my last character. I mean, they're all great, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just those two, and as the troll character would be Hercule.
Yes. Mr. Satan.
Yes.
Oh God, I so want to see Mr. Satan in this game. I really do. Yeah, that would be a pretty sick team, I have to say. As far as like rumors and DLC goes, I don't know what's coming. I mean, the only thing that we seem to know is that it seems a high possibility that the next 4 characters are going to be base Goku, base Vegeta, Cooler, and Tournament of Power 17. Do any of those characters interest you?
Oh yeah, all of them. I want to play all the characters.
You just want to play?
Yeah, I just want to play them. Yes.
You just want to play all the characters. You're just like a kid in a toy shop, basically. Okay. So we talked about Zamasu and Vegeta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. All right. Let me ask you this question then. What's your favorite arc or saga in Dragon Ball? You're gonna pick one in GT, aren't you?
No, what the heck, dude? No, probably Frieza.
Really?
Yeah. You know why? Because I watched that saga like 300 times because they just kept running it back from the, Saiyan saga all the way up to Frieza, and then they just run it back every single time in Toonami. Freaking A.
Well, that has a lot of base Goku as well.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of exciting, I guess. And base Vegeta,
Yes.
But that was a long-ass saga in terms of like the actual fight itself.
Yeah.
That was forever.
But that's what I grew up on, man.
Do you
every week.
do you like Frieza like as a character?
He's all right.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite like boss character?
BoJack.
But
pirate.
that's in the movie, right?
Yeah, that's when Goku blew up King Kai's planet and then released the pirate, and that was a movie. Because of Cell, like he took Cell to King Kai's planet, and then that blew up the planet, which was a prison for BoJack. See, I know this stuff, man.
No. I've seen the movie. I just don't remember it that well.
He has a bandana, green, like a bandana. He's a green dude. He has like four other characters with him. Like four other bad guys.
Yeah.
And they were doing a tournament.
They were doing a tournament,
Yes.
and they have to travel. I don't know what it is, but they have to travel to him.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I have to watch that one again.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. Like that was a really weird one.
Yeah.
But all right.
And
Why do you like that character so much?
Because he's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Yeah, he was pretty badass. I felt like all the goons were just like.
No, it's a good enough reason.
Yeah, like all of his goons were strong, and then he was like, whatever. He blew up Vegeta.
He's kinda evil, right?
He blew up Vegeta. He was like,
Yeah.
You're nothing. Whatever.
Wow, that's pretty sick. I have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to ask you about pressure, competing in pressure, because you were, Evo 2013. There was a lot of pressure. Do you feel it or no? Like,
I mean, there's always going to be pressure, regardless of where you're playing. Bigger stage, obviously, there's a lot more pressure, but you do have to keep those feelings in check. Like I definitely do. You know how you do that? You concentrate on the match. You forget about those feelings when you're concentrating on the match.
okay.
That's pretty much it.
And that works for you. Like, did that progress over time, or did you figure that out pretty early on? Did you get better at it?
Yeah, I got better at it. So when I was training for 13 Evo, like I mean, the previous years going up to that point, like was pretty much a learning process. I mean, I'm constantly learning. Even in Dragon Ball, I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
So every tournament I went to, I worked on my tournament. I was like, did I lose because was I nervous? Was the other guy nervous? Like, what do I need to do? Like, do I need to concentrate more? What did I do this over here? Such and such. Every time I rewatch my matches, right? So I try to use techniques prior to going to a major, like weeks prior. This is weeks. I'm preparing for it mentally weeks prior to the major, like to get my feelings in check, not to get so emotional while I'm playing. I mean, I'm still using my emotion, but I'm using it in a positive way for myself.
Yeah. So it actually sounds like you're super disciplined, and it sounds like you're able to focus in a way that I don't know. I can't. I'm totally ADD, so that would take me a lot of meditation and training, I think, to get to that point. So I want to talk about. So you're playing King of Fighters at the moment. You're playing Dragon Ball. Are you playing any other games at the moment, or are you interested in any of the incoming games?
Not right now, no. I'm like 100% focused on Dragon Ball right now. I know I got 5th in KOF, but I haven't really touched the game.
Okay. Yeah. After the Summit of Power, have you? I mean, we've got Blaze Blue Tag, we've got Soul Calibur, we've got EX Layer, SNK Heroines. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Rumor about Mortal Kombat. Any of these games interest you?
I mean, I'd love to play other games, but I just don't have the time.
You don't have the time.
That's pretty much it. I'm very limited with my time.
Yeah, sure. So for you right now, Dragon Ball is an absolute number one because you adore Dragon Ball. Don't worry, we're gonna finish up quite quickly. The grand final's happening, people. So Dragon Ball is number one right now, and KOF is number 2.
Yes.
All right.
Far number 2.
All right. Video games outside of fighting games. Do you play any, and which do you like?
I have a mobile game.
Which one is it?
Playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Is it good?
That's okay.
Okay.
It's a lot of it's just RNG, you know. It's just
something to do while you're traveling or whatever.
Yeah. That
Okay.
and I play it on just my spare time, you know, when I'm not in front of a computer.
What's like your favorite game that you play in your spare time?
That's it.
Oh, that thing?
That's it,
Oh,
right?
okay. I thought you meant that
so-
and you play something.
No. So, like I said before, I don't have much time
I
to
know,
play
I get
video
it.
games.
I totally
in
get it. I
general,
totally get it. I
alright?
totally get it.
Okay.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you had something
Like-
on the back burner.
Me, I used to play God of War back then. Like I'd
War.
love to play it. I don't have the game. I'd love to play it.
Okay.
I would love to, but
Okay.
I just don't have the time.
Yeah. I hear it's very good. I haven't played it either yet, but I hear it's very good. Okay, so this is like the kind of like the last question. Outside of video games, like just so we can get to know you a little bit better, what other stuff are you interested in? What other things are you know, is it all just fighting games, family, work, or is there other stuff like movies, you know, or sports or gym or anything?
All those.
All of those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. So I work out like 3 times a week, 4 times. I work full time, like,
Yeah.
you know, I have an actual career, and I have a wife, and I watch movies. Actually, I'm going to watch a movie with her Tuesday when I come back. I mean, I come back tomorrow, Monday.
Okay, which movie are you gonna watch?
I think we're watching the new Star Wars movie.
Oh,
Solo?
okay. So you're actually going out.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that. Yeah.
Going on a little date.
We don't pirate at my house, so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Don't do that. All right. Cool. All right. Well, listen. I'm so glad we managed to do this. It was very, you know, I've been trying to fit these in, and so much is going on at Combo Breaker. But we're gonna watch this grand final now with these guys. But at least, you know, we got a chance to get to know you a little bit, and maybe next time we can do something a little bit more in depth.
Oh,
but
definitely.
thank you so much for the interview and the time, and good luck at Summit of Power. And we're gonna say goodbye to these guys.
All right.
See you guys.